welcome to Reimagining World's AIDS Day. So this was an event that was happening in my community, and it's supporting people who passed from AIDS or is living with AIDS, and they put this event on to support. So right now, this was traditional Aztec dance and land acknowledgement, and as you can see, they're doing a dance. Any guesses on the name of the song? I had to stop the music because, can't get any copyrights. But this was a drag performance by Aria, and she did a really good job. It was very entertaining, as you can see, but, had to cut the music. Any guesses on what that song was called and by who? Here was another drag performer. Her name was Mixtrix, and I hope I pronounced it correctly. I'm not trying to mess up anyone's names. But she did a really good job, and as you can see, she is a flower. She was very entertaining. As you can see, she dropped down into splits, and she had to be at least 7 foot tall and very flexible, but she was getting it. And twirling that hair, she was doing her thing up there and feeling every bit of it. This was another performance by the Denver Feminist Choir. They sang 3 different songs, and it's a group of women who some helped serve and help AIDS patients back in the 80s and 90s during that time where people were dying from AIDS, and some of these ladies were lesbians, and they would help support the AIDS patients. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Here's another song that they sang, and I wanted to point out the lady on the left-hand corner of the screen. You'll see me zoom in, and then there's a lady also on the left side with red hair. These 2 ladies were feeling it the most. So one is in the front with red hair, and the other one's in the back, where you can't really see her but her hands. But those 2 were feeling the music the most.
a sibling in the back row.
This lady's name was Barb, and she was one of the speakers. She had a great message. I didn't get all of it, but what I did get, she was great.
Because when we come to see what the future is going to be and how we move our past into our present, we know that our resistance as people living with HIV and as our community, that our resistance is our beauty. It is our emotion. It is our hearts broken wide open. So we keep dancing, we keep twerking, we keep throwing bills and doing splits and being as weird as we fucking can be. Because that's who we are. And that's who we're gonna need to be even more of as we look to these next couple of years. So I want to go ahead and say thank you to the 5280 Fast Track Cities initiatives for having us here tonight for this World AIDS Day celebration. And being daring to reason. And I'm going to have to tell you, they have a good reason to. It is going to be scary as fuck. And sorry, I'm going to get a little sweary, but it is sort of necessary. Because, when we talk about our hope and we talk about the Fast Track Cities and we talk about how much we've been able to accomplish in this fight against HIV, as we want to move to end new diagnoses of HIV, what we don't need is an administration like the one that we have coming in. We're gonna have to fight for every damn thing that we've won, everything that we want to keep. And it's not just gonna be marching, it's gonna be dancing, it's gonna be singing, it's gonna be twerking. And that's what we're gonna have to do, and that's what the call to action is. Twerk as if your life depends upon it, because it does. I always have concerns when we talk about ending epidemics, because what I know is that there will be 1.2 million people like me in the United States who will still be here. There will be 39.9 million people like me who are living with HIV globally, and we will still be here. So when we talk about ending epidemics, let's talk about ending new diagnoses, let's talk about ending homelessness, let's talk about excluding anyone when we talk about people living with HIV. We need to make sure that we are always talking about all of our communities, that we're talking about women living with HIV, that we're talking about youth living with HIV, that we talk about sex workers, that we talk about immigrants, that we talk about our communities of color. That's what we have to continue to talk about, because this administration that's coming along is going to want to silence us. One group...
We've not done enough, and we have to do more.
This is Mayor Mike Johnston.
We want to do it not just faster, we want to do it together. We want to do it with the feedback and partnership of community members, people with lived experience who are themselves fighting the illness, and that's why I am so excited for us today to recommit to joining the Fast Track Cities who are helping eradicate the AIDS epidemic around the world as fast as we can. There are two documents I'm signing today. Denver initially signed the Paris Declaration in 2015. I will re-sign a commitment to that. We are also signing today the Seville Declaration, which is a recommitment to these fast track goals with a deeper commitment to our community members being involved along the way. So thank you for all the work that you have done to make this pursuit possible, and I'm glad to be a partner with you in making sure we fast track the process to end HIV/AIDS. And so with these signatures of the Paris Declaration and the Seville Declaration, we are still on path.
Hey, good evening, everyone.
This is Council Member Daryl B. Watson.
Admonishment, for the hope, and for the direction, and for Wicked. Thank you so much for bringing the spirit into this room of remembrance, celebration, but then also the will to fight. Because that's what our community is going to need to do. So thank you all for being here. I am so very honored, my friends, to be here tonight with you, and I thank you for inviting me to share with you in our World AIDS Day event. My name is Daryl Watson. I am honored to serve you as the first queer as hell Black elected official, Black male official elected, first one across the state, and sure as hell the first one here in Denver. And I got to tell you, I am here to stand with you, beside you, and to fight to make sure that not just the next 4 years, but forever and forward, we will not go back to the years and the days in which our government fought openly against us, our families, our health care. We will stand together and we will push back. So thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for electing my black ass to city council and make sure that there is a voice in the municipal elections that not only know you, that have lived in this life, in this world, and it's going to make sure that our voices are heard in the halls of government within the city and county of Denver. I wanted to share a little bit about my background, and then I want to share my solidarity in this movement and this fight, that we are not just about to go in because of 47. We've been in this fight my entire life. I'm 55, I know I don't look it, thank you. So I've been around for a second. I was born the youngest of 7 kids to a single mother in the United States Virgin Islands. We're raised in poverty, growing up in the projects, and I watched in awe my mother every day and every month. She would negotiate with the folks who are keeping our power on. She would negotiate with the folks who are renting our housing with, and she would ask them, can I pay a little bit this month so I can buy food for my children? Could I not pay the water bill this month? I'll pay it next month. And I watched her as a young man simply
His speech went on for 15 minutes, so I didn't get it all.
Woman.
You see her back there feeling that music. This was another drag performer. Her name was Foxy. She did a really good job, and she was also very entertaining.
Love to hear it. So your girl Foxy is here. No need to fret. We're gonna turn up here in a second. I'm gonna play some music here for you today. I'm gonna adjust this mic really is what I'm about to do. I want to say what an honor it is to be here in this space with you all tonight. The world can feel so scary and confusing, and it's so beautiful to be gathered here with you all in love and in purpose. And there's a lot of things in the world that can make us feel better or try to make us feel better. But the love of our community, I could just drink a whole case of that and I would still be on my feet. They also didn't teach me in music school how to play in a corset, so. You know what? I know it's not ladylike. I think I'm gonna... Just be vulnerable, is that okay? Here we go, this is Taste of You. I hope you all enjoy it. still be on my feet. She knew your devils and your deeds, and she said, go to him, stay with him if you can, but be prepared to bleed. Oh, you're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet, oh, wine. And I'm like so gay in everything I do and everything I say and everything I feel, but I'm a little bit country. You know, I was raised in the South for better or for worse, and this song is an homage to my white trash ancestors. I hope you all enjoy it. DJ, will you kindly spin that shit? Soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was looking to make a deal. And he came across a drag queen sawing the fiddle and playing it hot. And he tipped her surprisingly well and said, Diva, I'll tell you what, I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play a pretty good fiddle, girl, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, because I think I'm better than you. The queen said, my name's Foxy, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're gonna regret, because I'm the best it's ever been. Foxy, rising up your bow and play your fiddle hard, because hell's but loose and gonna and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get to shine your fiddle made of gold. But if you lose, the devil gets your soul. Up his case and he said, I'll start this show, and fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow, and he pulled the bow across the string and it made an evil hiss, and a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this. Foxy said, well, you're pretty good, old son, but why don't you sit down in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done, okay? On the ground at Foxy's feet. Foxy said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best it's ever been. She played!
The last performance of the night was the House of Flora. This was ballroom performance. Enjoy.
Being a sex siren and walking this category is really just about celebrating your unique vulnerability. Being sensual with someone you love is a very vulnerable, personal feeling that we all know and love. So being a sex siren is about taking what we all know and can collectively identify with and finding your unique way of celebrating it and exploding that into the floor. It's probably one of the hardest categories to walk, but it's definitely one of the most fun.
Fates is a category where femme queens, women, butch queens, all come out and sell their face. They have wash face, they have exotic face, and basically you're showing off your best features, showing off how beautiful you are. Skin, your teeth, your structure, your nose, yeah, all elements of faith. Runway is definitely one of the top categories in ballroom. And with runway, it's basically two styles of runway. There's European runway, which is more dramatic, sachet, all the tricks and stunts and everything that you could throw at the judges. And then we have All American runway, which is more straight up and down, like fashion show, runway walk.
All American runway is all about bringing masculinity and swag to the floor. Every All American category I've ever seen, the looks are just to the next level. All American runway is not a gendered category. It's one of the only non-gendered categories in ballroom. So a woman can walk this category. Doesn't matter how you identify, it's about bringing that masculinity to the floor. It's about bringing that swag to the floor and bringing that look.
So back in the Black era, we didn't have the category Vogue Femme. It was just Femme Queen Vogue and Butch Queen Voguing like a Femme Queen. So eventually Butch Queen Voguing like a Femme Queen got shortened down to Butch Queen Vogue Femme Soft and Butch Queen Vogue Femme Dramatic.
When I hit the floor, I try to find and embody a character, whether that's Willy Wonka, a penguin, or just a fab femme queen. I take that character to the judges and I show them, this is my story and you're gonna watch it.